So your Honda's forward collision warning started going off every time you drive down Telegraph Canyon Road, and you're wondering, can I just recalibrate this thing myself and save a few bucks? You're listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast with your host, Stuart Rofa. Let's get into it. Hey there, Stuart here with the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. Today we're talking about something I get asked about constantly, especially from folks in Chula Vista. Can you recalibrate your own windshield after a replacement? And look, I get why people ask. These ADAS systems, the cameras and sensors behind your windshield, they can be finicky after we put in new glass. So here's what I hear all the time. People think calibration is like, I don't know, adjusting your side mirrors or something. They figure there's got to be some YouTube video that'll walk them through it, maybe some app they can download. I mean, we can tune our own guitars with phone apps now, right? So why not our windshield cameras? And honestly, I understand the thinking. You just dropped money on a windshield replacement, and now someone's telling you that you need to spend more to make sure your safety systems work properly. It feels like one of those add-on services, like when the oil change place tries to sell you cabin air filters. But here's the thing, and this is where people get it wrong. These aren't simple mechanical adjustments. We're talking about sophisticated computer systems that control whether your car slams on the brakes to avoid rear-ending someone on the 805. The cameras behind your windshield need to be positioned within millimeters of where the manufacturer specified. Not close, exact. Think about it this way. You know how when you're trying to hang a picture frame and you eyeball it and it looks straight to you, but then your spouse walks by and immediately spots that it's crooked? Well, your car's computer doesn't have a spouse to double check its work. If that camera is off by even a tiny bit, it might think that semi-truck in the next lane is actually in your lane. Now, the actual calibration process, it's pretty wild when you see it. We've got these specialized targets. They look like giant QR codes, basically, and they have to be positioned at exact distances and heights. I'm talking measurements down to the centimeter. The diagnostic computer connects to your car's brain and runs through sequences that can take hours. Some cars need what we call static calibration. That's the shop work with the targets. Others need dynamic calibration, where we actually have to drive the vehicle under specific conditions so the cameras can learn the road markings. And plenty of modern vehicles need both. Actually, wait, let me back up. The equipment we use, it costs more than most people's cars. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars, and it needs constant software updates because every model year brings changes. Okay, here's something most shops won't tell you. The real danger isn't that DIY calibration won't work. It's that it might seem like it's working when it's actually not. You could drive around thinking your automatic emergency braking is protecting you, but really it's calibrated wrong and won't kick in when you need it most. I had a customer last month came in after trying to calibrate his own Subaru. He thought he'd figured it out because the warning lights went away. But when we tested it properly, his lane keeping assist was trying to steer him into the center divider instead of keeping him in his lane. Can you imagine hitting that kind of malfunction doing 70 on the 54? And look, I get it. Nobody wants to spend extra money after already paying for windshield work. But think about where you're driving in Chula Vista. You've got I-805 with all that construction. You've got State Route 54 where people are constantly changing lanes. You've got all those hills where you can't see what's coming. These safety systems aren't luxury features anymore. They're keeping you and your family alive out there. The other thing people don't realize is that insurance companies are starting to ask questions about calibration after accidents. If they find out your ADAS wasn't properly calibrated and it contributed to a crash, that could complicate your claim. We actually work with most insurance companies, and many of them cover calibration costs when it's done alongside windshield replacement. Before I let you go, let me rapid fire a few related questions I get. How long does calibration take? Usually 2 to 4 hours, depending on your vehicle. Do all cars need it after windshield replacement? Any car with cameras or sensors behind the windshield, which is most cars made after 2018. Can I drive without calibration? Technically, yes, but your safety features won't work properly, so I wouldn't recommend it. Bottom line, your car's safety systems are too important to guess at. When you need windshield calibration in Chula Vista or anywhere in San Diego County, give me a call at Speedy Windshield Repair. We're open 7 days a week, and we'll make sure those cameras are protecting you exactly like the manufacturer intended. That's 619-761-487. I'm Stewart, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening to the Speedy Windshield Repair San Diego podcast. If you need windshield repair or replacement in the San Diego area, give us a call at 619-761-14887 or visit speedywindshieldrepairs.com. We'll see you next time.
Clarity is on its way, making everything okay. Crystal clear the open road, lifting up a heavy load. Precision vision expertise, putting your whole mind at ease.